the boys are making their way over the North Mountain, taking in the incredible view of the valley. Terry McCullough spots them in Halls Harbor.
Hey fellas, you need a lift?
Yeah.
Yeah, kinda.
Haven't got a whole lot of space, but
Hail.
hop in. You good?
Yeah.
All right.
So what's with the whale?
Oh, well, the whale car is my promotional car. I promote tourism around Bay of Fundy in New Brunswick and Nova Scotia, and it's all about travel to Bay of Fundy and enjoying Bay of Fundy. So
And what better way to do it than in a whale?
you guys are traveling, let's do it.
How much water is lost here and how much water is gained?
Well, in a typical tidal harbor here on Bay of Fundy, here at Halls Harbor, you'd see this sort of drop of about, I don't know, 40, 50 feet on one of these wharves. Some of the wharves even have a meter stick at the end, which is kind of cool. Yeah,
Very cool.
Very typical scene though that you would see here, that the tide would just sort of disappear and drop as though someone's pulled a plug from the bottom of a sink.
Wow.
And it's quite evocative. It really gives you a feeling that there's a big volume of water moving through the Bay of Fundy. So what you get here, of course, with the fishing boats is that they have to go out on one tide, retrieve the lobster traps, and then come back in on the next tide. So many of them are out overnight or through the whole course of the day.
Wow, so they really have to plan the times that they're out and when they come back in.
They sure
they
do.
get stuck.
Yeah.
No 9 to 5.
I was here a few hours ago, we about 20 feet of water above my head.
So it's a 53-minute change every day. I thought it was a lot less than that.
No, it's 6 hours to 13 minutes between high and low tide, and between low and high.
Yeah.
So 13, 13, 13, and 13, if you add that up, that's 52 minutes every day to the tide.
Come on, buddy. Come on, little buddy.
It wouldn't be a trip to Halls Harbor without enjoying some local lobster.
Lobsters!
So fellas, while we're waiting for the tide to go out, get yourself a lobster and eat it.
Oh, that's not a seagull.
So, no, this is a lobster.
Okay.
That actually sounds like death to me. I'm
It
allergic.
is. Oh, whoops, oh well.
Yeah.
Oh, more for us. So I've got a male and a female lobster here. I don't know if you can tell the difference or not.
I would say the bigger one's the male.
Wrong answer.
Female is what I say.
This is the female. You can tell by
The undercarriage.
the undercarriage. That's right.
Well, this one seems to be listening to her. So.
They're little swimmerettes, they're called. They're little
Yeah.
swimming fins underneath. And on the female, these swimmerettes are soft. You want to touch those? They're all fluffy. Soft and fluffy.
Those ones there?
Yeah, the top set particularly.
Okay.
And this is the male, and you can tell he's the male because his top set of swimmerettes are stiff.
Yeah, it's,
So,
that's true.
No,
you
you
all
gotta
right?
feel it,
You
Jock.
gotta
No,
touch
I felt it.
You gotta feel it, Jock. Like really feel it.
Are you scared of him?
No, I'm not. This is
Now, with lobsters, I kind of feel bad because you're dropping them in alive. Is there anything that you can do to, help them
Calm down.
calm down a little bit?
Lobster yoga, you can do that.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's try it with this fella here.
Lobster yoga.
Lobster
There
yoga.
it
So
is.
we're just going to basically put this lady, it's a gal, to sleep.
Okay. Yeah.
And
I sleep like that too sometimes.
there you go. Good job.
Thank you.
I am the lobster whisperer.
And through the magic of TV.
So these are cooked lobsters.
It's a nice thing. Many places around the Bay of Fundy, you can go in and get a cooked lobster. Get a cooked lobster at the beach. So here at Halls Harbor, you can go in and choose your lobster out of the tank.
How do you get the meat out of the shell?
Well, very carefully. Actually, it's very brutally. We'll just take this rock and put it down here, and we'll use this rock. None of those fancy,
Okay, who needs
clippy things?
Who needs clippy things?
Yeah.
Which bone? Oh gosh.
It wasn't hard at all.
No, it's well cooked.
Nice to meet you.
And we're going to take this claw, and we'll just pull this off,
Oh god.
and then I'll just use this rock. That's for you.
Oh sweet.
Appetizer. Yeah, so to get his back, you just grab him up here at the hips,
Yeah.
and
Pull and
just
twist.
give that a twist.
It's like picking apples.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now the
Mr.
trickier
Rope?
bit.
Oh, that's disgusting.
The trickier,
I mean, that looks delicious.
so you just want to squeeze these two sections together,
Never seen that before.
and then.
Ah, poop everywhere. That
right.
green stuff's poop. I know it is.
No, it's
No, it's not poop.
It's,
Oh, that looks like something off
Liver.
of the Aliens movie.
Liver.
all right, so there's one big, nice piece of tail
Oh.
for you.
All right.
Suck it back, Luke. Chew it.
Yep, you can pretty much eat the whole thing though.
Jam it in your face, buddy.
Go by.
Full now.
Oh, sound good.
Full
Right,
bowl.
sound good.
Wow, you can actually walk down here. That's pretty amazing, huh?
Yeah, just
Those boats were floating.
an hour ago.
Yep.
The water level in 6 hours can change over 20 feet.
So Terry, what makes the Bay of Fundy so unique?
Well, it's the highest tides, of course, the world's highest tides, and our tides measure at their maximum height 53 feet,
Yep.
and tides by comparison in the rest of the world, Florida's tides would be 5 feet high.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that's
vertically
That's
up
quite
and
a
down.
difference.
Yeah, that is quite a difference.
Yep.
And Vancouver's would be around 10 feet
Yep.
high. So that's pretty cool, you
Yeah,
know, to really
that's
have
very
that,
cool.
that vertical tidal range.
Yep.
What is also interesting about the tides is the volume of water moving in and out of the Bay of Fundy in one tide cycle. So
Yep.
it's 100 billion tons of seawater.
Per tide.
That's a lot.
That
100
is a
billion
lot.
cubic tons.
Is there any negative effects because of the rising and the falling of the tides?
Oh gosh, that's an interesting question.
I know.
That's
how
just
we
kind of
roll.
question you ask.
We wouldn't ask boring questions.
No, I think probably from the perspective of someone who lives here, you have to plan your life around the tides.
Yeah.
So the fishermen have to plan their lives around the rise and fall of the tides.
Yes.
If you want to walk your dog on the beach, if you live on a beach that has an extreme high tide, you can't go down there at high tide. You have to go at low
You-
tide. But there's some really interesting places to explore too. The tide really pulls away at the coast here, so you'll
Yeah.
find a very dramatic coastline, very diverse coastline.
Well, actually, we've gone tidal bore rafting early this summer, so I guess if we've seen the vertical, we've done the tidal bore. Is there any chance of seeing a horizontal?
Absolutely, we got to go do that. Walk on the ocean floor. It's actually incredible. If I had to choose one thing, I think that's the one I'd choose.
Well, we like walking as well.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So we're
We
walking
prefer-
across Nova Scotia. So.
Let's go.
So maybe we can hitchhike on the lower tide.
Terry, this place is beautiful.
It's a great day for a walk on the ocean floor.
It is.
This is what we call the horizontal effect of the tide. So in a place like Ballona Park, the tide goes way, way, way out, probably
Okay.
about 5 kilometers. So we've got this huge expanse of ocean floor to explore. We'd be under probably 10, 12 meters of water.
Well,
if
so
it
we're
were
on
high
the
tide.
ocean floor
We
right
are
now.
on the ocean floor, yeah.